reason why I put that whole mask on is because today's video I'm gonna talk about a whole mystery murder that happened at Six Flags. So this all happened last year for Fright Fest, and I was trying to have people, come along since I love me some haunted houses and I want to experience this with like everybody. But majority of them just said, nah, I can't, or nah, I don't feel like it, which, come on bro, it's Halloween. How you not want to be in the spirit? Like, anyways, the only people who did came was my cousin Esteban and Tony. And at that time, Tony and Esteban didn't really I think they didn't talk to each other because they didn't know each other, or they have talked to each other, but not to the point where yo, type of thing, you feel me? So my end goal for that night was to get these guys to be buddies, to yo, you my cousin, I want to present you my best friend, y'all could be friends too, come on, let's have this little trio of amigos type of thing. So the first attraction we went to was the zombie walkway apocalypse thing, whatever, and we were going into a certain order. Esteban was up in front, then Tony, and then me. And at one point, as we were coming along to this bridge, I have noticed that Esteban's way too far away from us. He's up in front, and then there's a big distance between him and Tony, then Tony with me. So it was yo, I got to run. I gotta catch up with Tony, and with both of us, we gotta run and catch up to Esteban, because yo, it's dark. We have zombies coming out from everywhere. Yo, I'd rather be protected by two other people. I'm not trying to get killed by myself. So as we were approaching to this bridge, there's a bunch of gated walkways, I guess you could say, that we have to get through as a zombie come and shake the gates or come behind us or whatnot. And as I'm running, I hear Tony laughing hard, hysterical. And as I'm approaching him, I'm yo, what happened? So from what he tells me, because I was not paying attention to any of them, I was too busy dodging these zombies and quickly trying to get up there. From what he said, there was a zombie coming towards Esteban from the front, and there was no other way for Esteban to get out. So Esteban started to run towards it. Not run away or try to fight it. No, what Esteban did is he went all NFL mode at that moment. As the zombie was running towards him, Esteban kept running at him and then did a whole 360 basically he says, and out the way and continue to run. And for that, Tony started laughing hysterical because yo, who would really expect for there was zombies coming towards you. You're not gonna play, football with the man. Nah, you finna run or kill it. Not go and then just dip out of him. Come on. After that attraction, I noticed that their friendship started to bloom. And after two more attractions and a musical, I think, they started being buddies now, laughing, joking around, and roasting me in the process. And I'm gonna let it slide for that. I'm gonna let them slide for that because I want them to be bestest friends as I am to Tony and Esteban. And so we ended up going to this mansion attraction. I think that's what the name was, Mansion Manor or something like that. And the way this thing was built was that there's a wait line, there's a gate. From the gates, there's a two blocks, 30-second of a walkway they have to go through where there's monsters and objects in the way that you have to get through before you hit another wait line before you enter to the mansion. Why do all that wait line and give us that 30 seconds of scared and whatnot just to get another wait line? Let me just get into. I paid good money to this mansion. Yo, let me get in. But after waiting in the waiting line to enter this 30 seconds of a haunted house attraction, the lady told us, hey, how many are in your group? And we're 3 of us. Okay, we're gonna give you 2 new people. I'm new victims, whatnot, let them in. I don't really care. It's just us 3 at the moment. And so they gave us 2 little 13-year-old girls. And the reason why I'm getting hyped is because, yo, these girls are smart and they are just Listen. Their plan was they're gonna put 2 people up in front, them in the middle, and one of us in the back. And the reason why they did that is because if any monsters comes out and starts to scare us, the first 2 people are gonna get scared. They will notice, yo, there's monsters in front of us, it ain't that scared. And for protection, if any monsters come from the back, somebody's getting victimized in the back and they just looking like, oh snap, there's a monster behind us, it's not that scary, so somebody else got scared, type of thing. So they basically protecting themselves in this small like triangular bowl of thing. And it pissed me off because as we went into the haunted house, mansion, whatever you want to call it, again, I was the one in the back. They put Esteban and Tony up in front, them 2 in the middle, and then me in the back. Yo, I understand y'all scared, but why would you even protect yourself? Like, try not to get scared, but you in a haunted house and you're going through all Six Flags to get scared and whatnot, but you ain't trying to get scared. That doesn't make any sense. If you're there to get scared, not to get protected. And that's the thing that pissed me off because of them. Because anytime I try to maneuver my way into the front so I could be with my boys, nah, they push me back and they turn around like, boy, where do you think you going? Stay in the back, cuz. And it like, yo, I'm trying to be with my boys. I can't be with my boys. But at one point, I was able to get there in front for like 10 seconds to chill with my boys before the little girls grabbed Tony and put that man in the back. And I felt bogus because Tony, he's like a protective dude. Like, he will fight for you type of thing. Like, I don't know how, he's basically the Hulk of the whole group. Like, strong man, you know, basically, you know what I'm trying to go get at. But when it comes to scary stuff, scary movies, haunted houses, nah, boy, this is a whole different Tony we're gonna be talking about, because this man gets scared easily. This man can't watch scary movies without watching cartoons afterwards if he's gonna go to sleep. Like, I understand where you're coming through, but oh, Tony, like, I never seen you like that. And I felt bogus because they put this man in the bag and all you hear is Tony, yo, like, oh man, I felt bogus. So then as we continue into this mansion haunted house thing, me and Esteban started like leaving the group behind, and we entered this one room. It was like a living room basically, and there was 2 doorways in front of us with like a desk in the middle to separate them. And the 2 doorways were covered with these meat flaps, refrigerator door flaps thing, like the stuff you would see at Sam's, I guess, in a refrigerator or something. Yeah, I think y'all know what I'm trying to say, whatever. Well, they spray painted that all black so we weren't able to see past them. And so we had to choose, either go left or right. And so we ended up choosing the right way because it's the right way, like, come on. Wrong, boy, because we ended up hitting a whole brick wall. So we turned around and we're like, I guess it's left. And we ended up going to the left side before the girls came inside the room now. Now they look around to see if there's any monsters popping before they catch up to us. So as we turned around, this gigantic of a man comes out and starts screaming and roaring out our faces. And I started to back up because this man breath stank. Like, this man needs some Tic Tac. Like, he's over here spitting at me like, yo, I thought I was at Six Flags, not at SeaWorld. Back up, homie, before you get these hands and get knocked the f out. Now the girls noticed that there's a small passageway between the monster and the desk to go through the left side of the door. And as they were trying to get there, the monster noticed that they were trying to sneak. So he turns around quickly and starts cornering these girls to the right side of the doorway where the brick wall is at. And they were trying to get through until they noticed,
yo, there's no exit here.
And the monster keeps going up in front of their faces, screaming at them like, type of thing. And me and Esteban noticed, yo, he moved out the way. There's enough room for us to make a run for it to the doorway. And I look at him and I nudged his shirt and he understood exactly what I meant. And we started to like basically make a break for it. And the monster turned around and looked at us and like, I don't know what he was like. I guess he told us it was okay because he basically did a whole and just like continue to roar like, yo, did he just told us it's cool to make a run for it? Like, at first I thought, nah, I'm not trying to leave these girls behind, but wait, they just legitimately try to sacrifice us so they can live. Nah. Second of all, I don't even know these girls. You know what? Toodaloo type of thing. And me and Esteban went, and Tony just ran right behind us. So after this whole haunted house mansion thing, we started talking about the girls, since we haven't seen them after we left them in the whole room with the monster. And so we were like goofing off and say, yo, did they got kidnapped or did they get murdered? And we started continue to walk until we're like, wait, let's wait and see if they actually do come out, because I want to see what their reaction was. Like,
Yo, why did you guys leave us behind? Why did you let us get like cornered by the monster?
Type of thing. 5 minutes later, they still haven't showed up. The group behind us came, the group behind them came. Like, where are these little girls at? So we just continue to walk, and in our minds, to this day, yo, these girls got murdered or kidnapped because they still haven't popped out. But they never came out. Like, yo. So our final like haunted house attraction was this insect place type of thing. I think that's what it was. I don't know. That at first it said insects, but then it said like reptiles, and then we got snakes, and then we got witches and what. Like, if y'all gonna name like a whole haunted house over one thing, or are you gonna add some extra stuff that is irrelevant to the haunted houses? Y'all feel me? But anyways, we started to go through, and at this point, I guess we made like a buddy system so we won't lose each other or get separated again. So what we did is we linked shoulders, I guess, and put one hand over the shoulder, over the other one type of thing. And we just kept rotating like that. So that's how we went through the rest of that whole haunted house thing until almost at the very end, where I was in front, Tony was behind, and then Esteban. I was gonna pass this meat flag spray painted black again doorway type of thing. As I pass through, I see in the bottom corner, yo, there's a man crouched down, and we're making eye-to-eye contact. Like, he hasn't even jumped out to scare me. He's still sitting there. So I think he sees that there's somebody holding my shoulder, so they're gonna scare him, which is Tony. So in my mind, I had a whole conversation. Like, if y'all remember that episode of SpongeBob, when there was like a bunch of SpongeBobs in SpongeBob's head, like going through file cabinets and like computers and desks and whatnot. That's what I was basically having in my mind, but a whole meeting about, yo, should I tell Tony there's a monster in the bottom left corner of the doorway, watch out? Or should I let this man get scared for his life and not say anything and basically be about it? Well, y'all know what I chose. I chose not to say anything, and it was the worst and best decision of my life, because as Tony came through that doorway, the monster went up to his face and started screaming. And what did Tony do? This man vice gripped my shoulders, so now I'm falling down because this man's hurting me because he got scared, and pushes me out the way and starts making a run for it to the doorway. I have never seen Tony run that quickly in my life. Like, yo, I didn't know there was a fire in the haunted house because this man just skippity zoop out of here like, damn, Speedy Gonzalez, can you hold up for us? Nah, this man didn't even hold on. Like, me and Esteban didn't see Tony again until we were outside the haunted house. I think this man just ran through all the attraction like that. Like, yo, did you really got that scared that you had to skip all the rooms and just like, I'm out of here, I'll wait for y'all outside type of thing. But yeah, that's the whole story time of us witnessing a murder and a kidnapping at Six Flags Fright Fest. And I understand it might be clickbaity because, you know, this girl really didn't got killed and whatnot, but whatever. It's the highlight of our day. We're gonna remember that day as, yo, the best Six Flags day ever. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to share it to your friends so they can stay away from Six Flags. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell notification to be notified when my videos are uploaded. Don't forget to follow me on my social media to get the behind the scenes or stuff about my life type of thing. And other than that, y'all stay spooky now. Ooh,